Hey everybody, it's Liz. Today I want to share with you another project I just created. This is actually a project that I was working on when I lost my mojo. I don't know, maybe 3-4 weeks ago. Finally finished it, got some of my mojo back and was able to finish my project. I'll share that project in just a second, but I want to share with you really quick the items that I used. First of all, the paper collection is this one here by Kaisercraft. And I have this in the 6x6 and the 12x12. I only used the stickers that come with the 12x12 paper pack. That's why I'm not really showing it, but this is the pad here, and it is called Oh So Lovely, and that it is indeed. It's very, very pretty collection. Beautiful colors, lots of florals, great patterns, really, really beautiful collection here by Kaisercraft. I also used the die cuts that come with that collection. Oh So Lovely. You get tons and tons of die cuts in here. And again, that collection is Oh So Lovely. These are called the collectibles by Kaisercraft. I used tons of those. I also used this particular die here from Spellbinders, and this is called Labels 7. I used this die to create a little art journal, if you will, within my project. Okay. And I also used this die here by Tim Holtz, and this is the ornate frame. And I used this, cut it out of chipboard to create a little frame within my project. Of course, I used tons of other things, but these are some of the main things that I used. Wanted to share that real quick. And I have a really quick tip on the collectibles because I used some of the leaves for my flower cluster. It only came with 2 leaves, okay? So what I did is I scanned it first. These are the leaves that it comes with. I scanned it and then I printed more using heavy cardstock from my computer because I knew I was going to need a lot more leaves to create my clusters within my project. So I don't know if you guys, have done that before, but I did this several times on heavy cardstock just to create more collectibles for my project. Okay, and here is my project. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Let me just fix it here so you guys can see. But it's a printer's tray, and it is a printer's tray dedicated to my girls. I've got 2 very lovely girls, Kayla, who's 9, and Kiani, who's about to be 16 in just a few months. And I saw a couple of little quotes within the paper collectibles that, we're talking about daughters and mother's love, and I thought that would be just a perfect theme for this really pretty printer's tray. I picked up the tray at Hobby Lobby, and it was already white. It was on clearance for $3, so awesome deal. And this was a while ago. So I left it white because I knew it would go really well with the papers. And I was going for a very bright, very cheery, feminine, girly theme. And I hope I have accomplished that with, all the flowers, of course. And so what I did is I first filled each of the sections with, just to adhere the patterned paper from the collection. The 6x6 paper pad was perfect because it, once you cut it down, it fits perfectly in the little frames here. And this is going to be a little awkward because it is a very big printer's tray. But let me see here. I guess we will start at the top. Okay, so what I did there, like I said, I adhered the pattern paper, and it was like a wood grain pattern. I hope you're able to see that. But basically, I just cut 2 strips for the top and the bottom. And then on top of that, I added this pink polka dot paper, and then some pretty little lace for my stash. Okay, and then this was one of the little die cuts where it says date, and that's the date, May 25th, 2015. That is the day that we took these pictures, these silly pictures of us. Of my girls. That's Kiani right there sticking out her tongue and me being serious. But I just told them to have fun and smile and be goofy. I just wanted some cute pictures of us, And I turned all the pictures black and white because I thought that would go better with the paper. Okay, so anyways, back to that page here, or that little frame. Okay, so I cut down my picture to a wallet size, which is 2x3. I matted down to a piece of patterned paper, and then I have some foam tape. And if you can see in the background, there's like this little green piece, a strip of paper that comes down the picture. That's actually a little piece of lace that was fussy cut from the collection. They have one page that has a bunch of little strips, and so I just added that for some detail. Okay, and the date I stamped using my date stamp. I've got some Martha Stewart butterflies with some little rhinestones in the middle. And then over here I created a beautiful cluster. I made all of these flowers out of coffee filters, some dies that I had. I used the stamen from the wedding section at Michael's or Hobby Lobby, my watercolors, and if you guys are interested in a tutorial on how to make these flowers, they really turned out quite pretty. They're sort of crinkly and kind of curly, if that's a good description of it. And they're very soft and delicate. I think they turned out quite nice. So if anyone's interested in the tutorial, let me know and I will be glad to make a video to share how I created these flowers. Okay, this is where I used, the leaves, the die cuts, and like I said, I needed quite a bit of them, so I had to print more out. In the background, you can see a little resin piece. That's a little birdhouse by Prima. All I did is I added a little bit of gray paint to it. I hope you're able to see that, just for the tops. And then there's a little bird. That's one of the die cuts from the collection. And in the corner, like I said, this is kind of awkward to show, but okay, on top, you see that wood flourish? That is by Kaiser Craft as well, and it's a natural wood. I left it that way because I really like the way that looks. This second one here, I've got a huge flower cluster. Look how pretty. This is where I use the ornate frame out of chipboard and then the papers. Hold on one second, please. Okay, kind of awkward how I'm showing this. I'm trying to find a better way, better angle, because it's hurting my back. Okay, let's see, maybe this will work. Okay, but I basically die cut that out of chipboard, like I said, and then I did the pattern paper over that. And the middle part here, it says Mother's Daughter, is one of the collectibles. And I have foam tape. I just adhered it to the middle of the frame. I thought that was pretty. And of course, the frame is just half. I cut half of it off to have it on here. And this word is from Michael's. It says smile. And again, I left it that natural wood color, which I love. I've got some more little butterflies by the Martha Stewart Punch with some rhinestones. And then over here on top, I have a bit of lace for my stash and a strand of little itty bitty pearls also for my stash. And I hope you can see, but in all the squares, or rectangles, I should say, I splattered paint, both in hot pink and white. I just wanted to create lots of splatters, and it's in every single one, some more than others, but I think that turned out quite nice. And then there's another beautiful flower cluster. Look how pretty the flowers are. I think they turned out so nice. I love the watercolor effect, They're very soft and pretty. I really like that. And then here's another area here. I love this paper. It already had like this print on it, and it says fall in love with as many things as possible. And then this is where I use the stickers, and it says life is beautiful. I just cut that out, used some foam tape, and adhered it on there. I've got the picture of me and my daughter. In the background, you can see that little green strip, like I said, that I fussy cut from the collection. And, it's my daughter being silly with half her face cut off. And I've got a little resin piece here. This one was by Spare Parts. And the reason I added the gray paint to them, or the metallic paint, silver paint to the tops, is because this one came like that. It had the silver on the top, so I added that to all my resin pieces so they can coordinate better. I've got a little tiny rose that I created, or a little coffee filter flower in the little basket. And let me see, at the bottom there's a strip that I used my Martha Stewart edge punch to create like a doily, but most of it got covered up, so you're not able to see that. Here's another beautiful flower cluster. Look how pretty they are, right? I love them. They're kind of curly, and I think they're super shabby. I mean, love the colors too. And there's another Martha Stewart butterfly with the rhinestone, another beautiful cluster of flowers. And these were so easy to make too. I mean, it took me quite a while because I made so many, as you can see. I made them in different sizes, large, medium, small, tiny. I wanted lots of different sizes, lots of different colors to make this really bright and beautiful. And then here's another piece, just a pattern paper. Before I adhered it on there, I punched a couple holes, added some cute little eyelets in pink to coordinate with the papers, and then I laced a tiny bit of just a little itty bitty ribbon that I had in my stash. It's super tiny, but I laced it here and then on top. You can see that. It gets kind of covered up with the leaf there. And then I added a doily to the middle. I die cut this with one of my Spellbinders die. in brown. I used foam tape and then added this die cut on top of that as well. And this is a quote that inspired me to create this for, my daughters. And it says, "A daughter is someone you laugh with, dream with, and love with all your heart." And I thought that was just a perfect sentiment for this really feminine tray for my daughters. Again, more Martha Stewart butterflies. Over here in the corner, I have two little Tim Holtz vials that I filled, one with glass beads. That's the tall one in the back. You can barely see it, but the glass beads are, the crystal clear ones. And then that one I filled with these little pink prills that I picked up from, I had gotten from my Craft Stores Design Team package, and I think they're just perfect. So I filled that up with the prills. I have a strand of pearls that goes, across. Really pretty. Here's some more flowers. Look how beautiful. Okay, and then down here is another picture. This is me and Kayla. And again, the size of the picture is 2 by 3. I matted onto some pattern paper. I've got the little fussy cut edge on the side. And this particular piece I stamped in the background a little bit. I hope you can see the script stamp. And splattered some paint. I created this little banner. It spells out love. And each of the little banner pieces was cut using my Spellbinders banners die. And then I fussy cut some more of that little lace and I added it to the tops of the banners. I hope you can see that here. And then I have it going across using some red and white, not red and white, but hot pink and white baker's twine. I made a little bow on each end and then added a cute little coffee filter flower on top of that little bow. So it turned out really cute. Here I have a piece of lace that just comes down with a strand of pearls, a little butterfly, some more gorgeous flowers, and the leaves kind of, poking in and out of the cluster. And here I have the cute little resin bird. It's my last one that I had from the Bird Resins by Prima. Again, I added the silver metallic paint just to the top of him. And then over here is another die cut piece that says Treasured Memories. It's like a little banner goes across. And there's me and Kayla again. And then there's tons more flowers, beautiful, beautiful. And over here as well, huge cluster. All right, and then this is the last one. And this one, I really like this particular page. It had, ooh, is that a bug? Go away, bug. I think the bug thinks these are real flowers. But sorry about that. Okay, this particular piece of pattern paper I really like because it had some of the postage stamps, like the postcard, and it had it here in the corner, but it didn't have any on top. So I used one of my stamps to stamp on top, sort of to make it look like a postcard. So that's all me, and then I got some splattering going on in the background. And this is where I used the Spellbinders Label 7 die to make a little book. It's almost like a little art journal, I cut it out using the pattern paper, and then I die cut it using some more of the pattern paper that look like pages, like book pages. And then I used my script stamp on top of that to create, like someone's been writing on there. And then I did some paint splattering as well. And then I cut this particular die cut piece because it says, "This makes me smile," and I added the words on there. And then the little ribbon piece in the middle is supposed to be like your bookmark. So I colored that using one of the watercolors to coordinate. I added a little ribbon to the middle. And then here I have a feather that I dipped in a little bit of black paint to make it look like a quill, So I've got that on there. And at the bottom is a little piece of like ruler or tape measure that was fussy cut from the collection. And I have it, I didn't want it flat. I wanted to have some dimensions. I hope you can see that there. And then down here in the corner is another wood flourish from Kaiser Craft, another, Martha Stewart butterfly with the rhinestone. And then I sort of folded back this corner to reveal this other paper underneath. It's like a map. Really pretty. And that's it. That is it. But like I said, I was working on this halfway through. I think I only made like maybe 2 compartments, and I just lost it. I could not come up with anything. And it was just like, I don't like working when I'm not, when I don't have my mojo, because I don't want to create something that I'm not happy with, So I just stopped and I put it away. So almost a month later, here we are, finally finished it, and wanted to share it with you. Let me know what you guys think. I really like it. I think it turned out quite nice. It's very feminine, Very, very feminine, of course, with all the flowers. I love the flowers. I just wanted lots and lots of flowers. Love the bright colors. And I especially love the pictures of me and my daughters. I think this is going to hang really nicely on my wall. It's going to be pretty. And it's just, you know, a little thing about, you know, me and my girls. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. And again, let me know if you're interested in that tutorial. I'd be glad to share with you. But, you know, I would like people to be interested. I didn't want to make a video and have no one watch. So anyways, thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. And excuse me, I'll see you all real soon. Bye-bye.